Have you ever really, really needed something that you had to wait for someone else to give to you? Was it something that you needed immediately, but again, you had to wait a very long time, or maybe you never received it? Well, that is what thousands of people deal with every day. Several even die while waiting. What are they waiting for? An organ transplant. We've often heard people say, "This is from my heart to yours." But have you ever really thought about what that could mean literally? Last year, someone close to me died 24 hours before the news came about a donated heart for a transplant. He had been waiting for 5 years. And thousands of people die daily while waiting for a much needed organ transplant. However, this number can be drastically reduced if people would simply take the time to register to become an organ donor. Today I would like to share my friend's story with you and also give you some information about the incredible need for organ donors, the benefits for donating, and who can donate. As I mentioned, last year my friend died while waiting for a heart transplant. He was diagnosed with congenital heart disease at the age of 12. One day at school, while running around the track, he suddenly collapsed. Prior to this incident, he had no medical history or any other known symptoms from this disease. After several attempts at surgery and other medicinal treatments, the doctors concluded that he needed a heart transplant. He was placed on a national registry and waited for 5 years for the transplant to manifest. And although he had this condition, he had a great hope and outlook for continuing his life. He would always make you laugh and always wore a smile on his face. He was somewhat of a comedian, but he was a very, very bright young man. He had a 4.0 grade point average, and 2 months before the call came concerning the heart donation, he graduated high school and received a 4-year scholarship to Georgia State University. However, Jonathan would never attend this college, never get a degree, marry, or even have children, because 24 hours before receiving the transplant, Jonathan passed away. This sad, tragic story is similar to what many people experience today. There's a great need of organ donation in our society. According to the United States Department of Health and Human Services, 110,586 people are waiting for an organ. And like Jonathan, 18 people will die each day while waiting. In fact, someone is added to the list every 11 minutes. The National Kidney Foundation said that there are over 4,000 new patients added to their waiting list each month. And that same source says that 10% of those waiting for a heart are under the age of 18. As you can see, there's a great need for organ donors. People are dying when something can be done to prevent this from happening so frequently. It's very beneficial to become an organ donor. So let's look at some of the advantages. One donor can save up to 8 separate individual lives. Someone in your own family could be a recipient of a donation made by you after you die. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services said that when you donate, you give the gift of hope to millions of individuals whose lives could be saved or enhanced. You could be the link that provides life to an individual that's waiting for a donor candidate. There's a good chance that you could qualify also. The Legacy Donor Foundation says that anyone could potentially be a donor. Even if you have cancer, diabetes, or heart disease, it would not prevent you from being a donor. However, if you're under 18, you must get your parents' permission to become a donor. Acceptable donors can be from newborn to 65. In fact, people that are 65 can be acceptable donors for cornea, skin, and bone or total body donation. So by now you may be asking, what can I do? Well, I'm glad you asked. You can make the difference in life or death simply by making a decision now. Give the gift of life while you can. By signing your state-issued driver's license, tell your family or your physician or minister, or include in your decision in your your living will. Maybe you were not aware of the aspects of organ donation, but today we've learned that there's a huge need for organ donors, that there are rewarding benefits of donating, and we've learned who can be eligible to donate. You can play an invaluable key role in this dilemma. You can help alleviate the tremendous need for organ transplantation. So I challenge you today to become a donor. Remember those that are dying daily while waiting for an organ. Remember Jonathan's story in his short-lived life. And take steps now to be a life-giving source of hope to someone in need. Really, have a heart to give a heart. Thank you.